just the water and the stars. Far away from the lights, far away from the noise. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah. The anchor's down, the world is still tonight. Reflections of the moon, a pale and silver light. We're drifting slow, the engine's finally cold. Stories in the ripples, truths remain untold. I'm leaning on the rail, feeling the salt spray. Watching all the city stress just melt away. White deck, blue soul, everything is aligned. Leaving every heavy thought somewhere far behind. Floating on the midnight tide, nowhere to go. Moving with the rhythm, keep it steady and slow. On this yacht, we're kings of the open dark. Chasing every shadow, every glowing spark. Yeah, we're floating on the midnight tide, with the universe as our only guide. The ice clinks in the glass, a rhythmic little beat. Cool breeze blowing, cutting through the summer heat. Soft jazz humming from the speakers on the side. Nowhere to run, nowhere we need to hide. The horizon line is blurring, where the sea meets sky. I don't need a map, I don't need to wonder why. Just the teak wood floor and the velvet air. A momentary peace, a silent kind of prayer. Drifting on the blue, just me and you. Drifting on the blue, nothing left to do. Drifting on the blue, just me and you. Just me and you. Just me and you. Drifting on the blue, nothing left to do. Look at the stars, they look like diamonds on the sheet. The ocean is a heart, and I can feel the beat. No signal on the phone, no messages to read. This quiet is the only thing I really need. Floating on the midnight tide, nowhere to go. Moving with the rhythm, keep it steady and slow. On this yacht, we're kings of the open dark. Chasing every shadow, every glowing spark. Yeah, we're floating on the midnight tide, with the universe as our only guide. Deep swells, calm minds, sailing through the dream. Life is more than just a race, or so it would seem. The lighthouse in the distance is a fading memory. The salt is on my skin, I'm feeling wild and free. The cabin lights are dim, the mood is set so right. We could stay out here forever, lost within the night. Just a vessel in the dark, a tiny speck of dust in the silence of the sea. It's only us we trust. Yeah, just let it drift. Midnight on the water, so calm, so quiet. Staring at the horizon where the ink meets the tide. On this polished wooden deck, nowhere left to hide. The engine's just a murmur, a heartbeat in the dark, leaving trailing white foam like a fading silver spark. City lights are ghost stories, miles and miles away. Just the rhythm of the ocean washing out the day. Ice clinking in the glass, amber liquid, slow motion. Caught between the stars in the depth of the ocean. My silhouette is lonely against the velvet blue. Thinking about the things that I never said to you. Floating in the hollow of a midnight dream, on a silver silver vessel drifting down the stream of time and salt under the lunar glow, where the secrets of the water are all we need to know. Yeah, just drifting, drifting, drifting in the midnight glow. The masters reaching upward, trying to touch the moon. Lo-fi melodies humming a forgotten tune. The breeze smells like salt and the ghosts of the past, wondering how long a silence like this can last. No GPS for the soul, just the North Star's light, guiding this ghost ship through the belly of the night. White curtains fluttering like wings in the cabin, thinking about the life that we could have been having. But the hull cuts the water steady and slow, while the abyss watches from the world down below. You know, they say the sea is just a giant mirror, doesn't show you your face. It shows you your thoughts. And tonight, the water is crystal clear, too clear. The radar blips green, a lonely little dot, searching for a harbor that the world forgot. Hands on the railing, feeling the spray, wishing I could sail right out of the gray. The wood beneath my feet, the steel in my hand, 1,000 miles of liquid, not a grain of land. It's a beautiful prison, a blue-black cell with the view of the heavens and the taste of the swell. Let the bass line heavy, heavy, let the snare hit light. I'm the king of the nothing in the middle of the night, floating in the hollow of a midnight dream. On a silver vessel drifting down the stream of time and salt under the lunar glow, where the secrets of the water are all we need to know. Just the waves now, just the yacht cutting through the silence. Keep drifting, midnight, midnight wake.
Yeah, just the ocean and me. Midnight vibes, listen. Yeah. The sun went down about 5 hours ago. Now the moon is the only light I really know. Standing on the shore, silver on the sand, feeling like the smallest soul in this giant land. The water's obsidian, deep and so cold. Stories in the ripples that never get told. I'm breathing in the salt, breathing out the stress. In this midnight blue, I find my happiness.
Oh, let the waves wash the day away, under the stars where the shadows play. Midnight tides pulling at my heart in the silence. That's where the healing starts. Just drifting.
Yeah, we're just drifting. Yeah. White foam creeping up to touch my feet. Rhythm of the tide is a lo-fi beat. No city lights, no sirens, no noise. Just the ocean's depth and its steady voice. I'm thinking about the things that I left behind, letting every worry unspool from my mind. The horizon line is a ghost in the dark, searching for a fire from a tiny spark. You ever feel like the water understands you? Like the rhythm of the sea is just matching your heartbeat? It's peaceful out here, so quiet. Far phosphorescence glowing in the wake, realizing nature has no pride at stake. It just flows, it just moves, it just stays true. I wish I could be constant like the ocean too. Clouds moving slow past the crescent moon. Hope this night doesn't end too soon. Just me and the tide in a slow motion dance, giving my spirit a second chance.
Oh, let the waves wash the day away, under the stars where the shadows play. Midnight tides pulling at my heart in the silence. That's where the healing starts. Just drifting. Yeah, we're just drifting. Keep rolling in, keep rolling out.
That's the cycle, man.
Midnight tides.
Yeah. Just drifting. City lights fading in the distance. Just you, me, and the tide. Yeah. Step on the deck, feel the teak wood beneath my feet. Cool breeze, whispering secrets, making the moment sweet. The skylines a memory, a blurring neon and gold. Out here on the water, there's a story waiting to be told. I poured a glass of moonlight, watching the bubbles rise. Reflections of the stars dancing deep within your eyes. No engines humming, just the rhythm of the sea. The world is moving fast, but they can't catch you and me.
Slow motion on the waves, let the bassline flow. Where the deep blue meets the black, that's where we go.
Lo-fi heartbeats
Syncopated with the tide.
on this midnight cruise.
We got nowhere to hide.
Just chillin', yeah, we're just chillin'. Low-fidelity vibes filter through the salt spray, leaving all the heavy shadows of the busy day. I'm leaning on the railing, watching the wake trail white, a silver ribbon cutting through the velvet of the night. The saxophone is lonely, somewhere in the mix. A broken clock on the wall that we don't need to fix. Time is just a concept when you're floating in the dark. Every glowing ember is a tiny little spark.
Can you hear it? The silence isn't empty. It's full of everything we forgot to say.
Low pass filter on the world. Everything is soft now. Ice clinking in the glass, a rhythmic little chime. We're sailing through the cracks in the fabric of time. The hum of the horizon, the smell of the open air. Run a hand through the wind, lose the weight of the care. White linen shirts fluttering like a ghost wings. Listening to the song that the deep water sings. Keep the tempo steady, keep the spirit light. We're the only ones awake in the middle of the night.
Slow motion on the waves, let the bassline flow. Where the deep blue meets the black, that's where we go.
Lo-fi heartbeat
Syncopating with the tide.
on this midnight cruise.
We got nowhere to hide.
Just chillin'.
Floating away. Keep drifting. Don't look back at the shore. The stars are enough.
staring at the edge where the sky meets the deep, while the rest of the world is falling asleep. I'm on the deck feeling the salt on my skin, watching where the ocean ends and the stars begin. The engine's just a hum, a heartbeat in the dark, leaving behind the city every fading spark. No compass needed, no place we gotta be, just the ghost of a ship on a silver painted sea. Floating through the velvet, drifting on the blue. The moon is catching fire in a liquid residue. Yeah, we're sailing on a dream, middle of the night. Everything is hazy in the soft neon light. Just the rhythm of the tide pulling us away, looking for a feeling that we couldn't find by day. A glass in my hand, ice melting down slow, watching the bioluminescence start to glow. Green sparks dancing in the wake of the hull. The silence is loud, but it's soothing the skull. White curtains blowing in the warm summer breeze, writing poetry in shadows, doing what I please. The mast is a finger pointing straight to the moon. I hope the morning sun doesn't come too soon. You ever feel like the ocean knows your name? Like the waves are washing out every bit of the pain. No Wi-Fi, no stress, just the swell and the flow. In the middle of nowhere with nowhere to go. Yeah, just let it breathe. Floating through the velvet, drifting on the blue. The moon is catching fire in the liquid residue. Yeah, we're sailing on a dream, middle of the night. Everything is hazy in the soft neon light. Just the rhythm of the tide pulling us away, looking for a feeling that we couldn't find by day. Midnight, shadows playing on the polished wood. Everything is exactly where it always should be. Free like the foam on the crest, lay your head down, let the rhythm do the rest. The horizon is a blur, a mystery untold, dripping in silver, shimmering in gold. Just a lone yacht cruising through the indigo haze, lost in the magic of these wandering days. Midnight drift, keep it moving slow. Yeah, just the sea and me. Just the sea and me. Yeah. The sun peeks through the blinds like an uninvited guest, tracing patterns on the floor, put my patience to the test. 9 a.m. and the mercury's already on the climb. Waking up in the sweat feels like I'm serving time. The sheets are tangled, the air is thick and still, looking for some shadow on the dusty windowsill. Outside the window, the asphalt starts to steam. Everything is blurry like a fever-coated dream. I reach for the water, but the bottle's getting warm. Waiting for the clouds, waiting for the storm. Oh, this heavy summer haze, lost inside these golden days. Concrete burning under feet, moving slow to the lo-fi beat. Just a fan and a melody, trying to find some liberty in the heat, yeah, in the heat, yeah. Walk down to the corner, the sidewalks breathing fire. The hum of air conditioners, a never-ending choir. The stray cats hiding under a rustic Chevy van, looking for a breeze just like every other man. The sky is a blue that hurts the naked eye. Not a single cloud drifting in the silent sky. I see the kids playing with the hydrant down the street. Cold water splashing, dancing on the burning sheet. But me, I'm just drifting, moving like I'm underwater. Summer's got a grip and it's only getting hotter. o'clock hits like a physical weight. Everything is closed, even time is running late. The ceiling fan is spinning, cutting through the dust. Meadows in the city turning into orange rust. I'm staring at the ceiling thinking about the snow, wishing for a January wind to start to blow. My t-shirt sticking to my back, a salty kind of coat. Lost at sea on dry land, looking for a boat. The radio is static, the signal's getting weak. Too tired to move, too exhausted to speak. Smell of grilled street food and gasoline in the air. The shimmer on the highway, a ghost like flare. Ice cream melting down the sticky plastic cone. The vibration of the city, a low frequency drone. Every shadow is a sanctuary, every porch a stage. We're all just characters trapped on the sun-drenched page. I sip on bitter tea, let the ice melt on my tongue. Feeling every year of being restless, being young. The horizon is shaking, the world is out of focus. Summer is a spell, a golden hocus pocus. Don't run, just flow. Let the tempo take it low. When the world is burning bright, we just wait for the cooler night. Wait for the night. Finally the orange starts to bleed into the gray. The brutal sun is folding, ending its display. The shadows stretch like fingers across the park, preparing for the transition, the coming of the dark. The breeze finally whispers a secret through the trees, bringing us to life, bringing us to our knees. The heat is still there, lingering in the brick, but the air is getting thinner, no longer quite so thick. I put my headphones on, let the jazz fill the space. Finally feeling human, finally finding grace. Stay cool, keep the fan spinning. See you when the rain falls. Breathe for the night. The sun dips low behind the city line, painting shadows on the wall, feeling so divine. I kick my shoes off, leave the world at the door. I don't need the hustle or the noise anymore. The scent of jasmine and the home-cooked meal, it's the only thing that makes me truly feel. My father's humming to an old jazz tune, under the silver light of a rising moon. It's a golden hour, a family glow. Take it easy, baby, let the rhythm flow. No place I'd rather be, no height I'd rather climb. Just savoring the sweetness of this borrowed time. You're just family love in a lo-fi beat, making every simple moment feel so sweet. My little brother's laughing at a silly joke. The fireplace is breathing out a thin gray smoke. Mom is pouring tea, the steam begins to rise. I see a lifetime of wisdom in her gentle eyes. We're talking about the old days and the days to come, to the steady heartbeat of a lo-fi drum. No screens, no phones, just the candlelight, keeping us warm through the cool of the night. You know, it's the little things, the way the light hits the table, the sound of people you love. That's the real wealth. The rain starts tapping on the window pane, but inside this house there isn't any pain. Just a soft shell jacket and a cozy chair. The spirit of belonging is in the air. We're building memories in the quiet spaces, seeing the beauty in these familiar faces. The clock is ticking, but we don't mind the hour. Love is the root and this piece is the flower. It's a golden hour, a family glow. Take it easy, baby, let the rhythm flow. No place I'd rather be, no height I'd rather climb. Just savoring the sweetness of this borrowed time. You're just family love and a lo-fi beat, making every simple moment feel so sweet. Eyes getting heavy as the record spins. This is where the true happiness begins. Good night, world, I'm exactly where I belong, wrapped in the lyrics of a family song. It wasn't just about the money. It was about the time we had to grow up before we were ready. Yeah. Morning mist on a cracked window pane, tracing shadows of the laundry hanging in the rain. Hand-me-down sweater sleeves a bit too long, learning how to be weak just to stay strong. The fridge hums a song that sounds like not enough, but mama's eyes told a story of the tougher stuff. Breakfast was a prayer and a piece of toast, living in the corners where the shadows haunt the most. No shiny toys, just a box of old chalk, drawing empires on the sidewalk where we used to walk, counting pennies like the diamonds in the rough. We didn't have much, but we had the tough. Concrete gardens where the lilies never bloom. We built our kingdoms in a single window room. Empty pockets, but the heart was heavy with the ghost stories of the young souls acting way too old. Yeah, we're the kids of the struggle, the ones who had to wait, writing our own futures on a rusty, broken slate. Yeah, I remember the silence when the lights went out. Not the peaceful kind, the one filled with doubt. Doing homework by a candle flickering and low, watching seeds of ambition in the darkness grow. Teacher asked, what do you want to be? I said free, but I meant not hungry, honestly. While the others talked to castles in the deep blue sea, I was calculating math for the electricity. We didn't play house, we played how to survive, keeping every little spark of the spirit alive. The city was a dying and we were just the dust, but we turned the iron of our lives into something more than rust. And they say poverty is a cycle, a wheel that never stops, but we're the ones who climb the mountain from the very bottom rocks. It leaves a scar, yeah, it leaves a certain scent of knowing what it cost for every hour spent. Concrete gardens where the lilies never bloom. We built our kingdoms in a single window room. Empty pockets, but the heart was heavy with the gold stories of the young souls acting way too old. Yeah, we're the kids of the struggle, the ones who had to wait, writing our own futures on a rusty, broken slate. Still got that hunger in my chest, even when I'm finally laid to rest. We came from nothing, but we made it everything. sun took a dive past the concrete line, left a violet glow, a lingering sign. I'm sitting on the edge, feet touching the blue, where the water meets the heat and the world feels new. The chlorine scent is drifting on the charcoal breeze, rustling through the leaves of the silent palm trees. My phone's on the tiles, glowing dim on the floor, but I don't wanna hear from that world anymore. Just the echo of the filter, a rhythmic hum, counting down the hours till the morning is calm.
Midnight ripples, silver on the glass, watching all the shadows and the memories pass. Summer on my skin, stars in the deep. The city's wide awake, but the neighborhood's asleep. Just me and the water and the ghosts of the light, drifting through the rhythm of a midsummer night.
Remember when the days were a long golden blur? Now the nights are the only time we're sure of who we were. The water's like a mirror reflecting the moon, humming to the melody of a slow motion tune. I see the constellations dancing on the surface tension, a liquid dimension, a quiet intervention. I drop a single pebble, watch the circles grow wide, like every little secret that I'm keeping inside. The ice in my glass is melting into the rye, underneath the velvet of a suburban sky. You know, there's something about the water at 2 a.m. It doesn't ask anything of you. It doesn't care about the deadlines or the missed calls or the things you said you'd do but didn't. It's just still. And for a second, if you breathe just right, you're still too. I lean back slow, let my head hit the mesh. The air is getting cooler, feeling heavy and fresh. A car drives by, blocks away on the street, the only heartbeat left in this humidity heat. I'm thinking about the winters, how they felt so cold. Now I'm soaking in the story that the summer has told. Every splash is a lyric, every bubble's a beat, finding peace in the middle of a concrete retreat. I close my eyes tight, let the jazz take the lead. This is exactly the medicine that I didn't know I'd need. Yeah, the shadows of the fence look like bars on a cage, but I've stepped outside, I've turned a new page. There's a freedom in the stillness, a power in the hush, away from the static in the 9-to-5 rush. Maybe I'll jump in, let the cold shock the soul, let the chlorine in the quiet make me feel whole. But for now, I'll just watch the blue light glow, listening to the frequency of the status quo. The water's getting darker as the moon climbs high, writing poetry in ripples neath the open sky. Tomorrow is a phantom, yesterday's a ghost. Tonight is the moment that I'm loving the most. The firefly flickers by the diving board stand, the tiny bit of magic in the man-made land. The tiles under my palms are starting to cool, a solitary kingdom, the king of the pool. I'm breathing in the ozone, breathing out the weight, accepting all the things that I used to call fate.
Midnight ripples, silver on the glass, watching all the shadows and the memories pass. Summer on my skin, stars in the deep. The city's wide awake, but the neighborhood's asleep. Just me and the water and the ghost of the light, drifting through the rhythm of a midsummer night.
Yeah, just drifting. No rush, no noise, just the blue and the black and the stars.
Stay chill,
Night. Yeah. Just watching the silver line on the horizon. Deep breaths. Let's go. Yeah. The sun dips low, painting ghosts on the blue. Silver crest rising, old rhythm, something new. I'm standing on the edge where the salt meets the soul, watching mercury water take a heavy control. Every ripple is a secret that the moonlight kept, while the city was crowded and the weary heart slept. I see the glitter on the surface like diamonds in the rough. The ocean's telling stories and I can't get enough.
Silver waves dancing in the pale moonlight, wash away the shadows, make the heavy world light. Rolling in slow, rolling out to the deep, in the rhythm of the tide, all the promises we keep. Silver waves,
Yeah,
just let them flow,
where the wind starts to whisper
and the spirit wants to go.
metallic reflections on the face of the swell, 1,000 liquid mirrors with a story to tell. It's a metallic blue, it's a shimmering gray, chasing all the echoes of a long tired day. My boots in the sand, feeling grounded and free, in the presence of the giants in the heart of the sea. No need for the gold, no need for the shine, just the silver on the water and the peace in my mind.
Drifting, falling into the foam. Every wave is a heartbeat, every tide is a way home.
Yeah. White foam breaking like a soft velvet touch. Sometimes the silence, it says way too much. The horizon is a thread made of sterling and silk. The sky's turning dark, thick like honey and milk. I'm a grain of sand, but I'm part of the whole. The silver in the water is the mirror of my soul. Let it crash, let it pull, let it mend what is torn. In the spray of the ocean, a new vision is born. Silver waves dancing in the pale moonlight, wash away the shadows, make the heavy world light. Rolling in slow, rolling out to the deep, in the rhythm of the tide, all the promises we keep. Silver waves, Yeah,
just let them flow,
where the wind starts to whisper
and the spirit wants to go.
silver lines,
Just keep rolling,
endless blue.
turn to silver light.
Good night, world.
Just another sunset. Time to breathe. The clock hits 5, the screen goes black. Shoulder my back, no looking back. The elevator dings a hollow sound. My weary feet finally touch the ground. Step out the lobby, the air is cold. The sky is painted in pink and gold. The rush hour rhythm, a steady beat of tired souls on the concrete street. I see the shadows stretching long and thin, wondering where the day went, where to begin. But for now the deadlines can wait a while. I'm just a face in the crowd trying to find a smile. Taking the long way home, watching the city in a sepia tone. Headphones on, let the lo-fi play, washing the stress of the world away. Yellow lights flickering one by one, tracing the path where the day is done. Just me and the breeze and the evening glow, moving fast but I'm feeling slow.
Pass by the bakery, the smell of bread, chasing the tired thoughts out of my head. Old man on the corner, feeding the birds. A quiet scene that don't need no words. The neon signs start to wake and blink. Red, blue, and violet. It makes me think about the little things we often miss in the middle of the chaos. A moment of bliss. I stop at the bridge, watch the river flow, reflecting the lights in a steady roll. My heart uncurls like a weathered leaf, finding in the silence a sweet relief.
Left turn, right turn through the alleyway, leaving behind the ghost of the day. Keys watching the city in a sepia tone. Headphones on, let the lo-fi play, washing the stress of the world away. Yellow lights flickering one by one, tracing the path where the day is done. Just me and the breeze and the evening glow, moving fast but I'm feeling slow. Door opens wide, shoes off at the mat, the kettle's whistling, and just like that, the world is quiet. Good night, city. Yeah, it's getting late. The city lights are glowing dim. Just me, my books, and the quiet night. Let's get to work. The clock ticks slow past the midnight hour. I watch the rain fall like a silver shower. Got a cup of coffee sitting on the desk, trying to make sense of this daily task. Pages turn and ink is drying out. I push away the fear and the midnight doubt. City lights reflecting on the window pane, washing away the stress, washing away the pain. The rhythm of the bass keeps my heartbeat steady. For whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be ready. Just a pencil moving the steady flow, watching the street lights flicker below. The world is sleeping but my mind is awake, thinking about the chances that I need to take. The shadows grow longer on the bedroom wall, but I don't feel the pressure, I don't feel the fall. It's just me, myself, and the midnight breeze, putting my restless thoughts at ease. Yeah, studying by the window, watching the rain erase all the worry, erase all the pain. The lo-fi beats keep my head nodding slow. Nowhere else I'd rather be, no place to go. Just a quiet night in a world so loud. I'm building my future, I'm making me proud.
I flipped the textbook to the final chapter, chasing the dreams that I'm always after. The coffee's getting cold, but the fire's still warm. Finding my shelter right inside the storm. The cars outside make a gentle sound, while I keep my focus on the knowledge I found. It's a long road, but the view is nice. Learning every lesson and paying the price. The glow from the screen hits my tired eyes, but I see the truth through the heavy disguise. Every equation, every single line is taking me closer to the finish line. The music in the background, a warm embrace, keeping a steady, deliberate pace. No need to rush, no need to hide. I got the whole universe right by my side.
Studying by the window, watching the rain erase all the worry, erase all the pain. The lo-fi beats keep my head nodding slow. Nowhere else I'd rather be, no place to go. Just a quiet night in a world so loud. I'm building my future, I'm making me proud. Another page turn, another night well spent. Time to close the books and rest up for tomorrow. Good night, keep the rhythm going.
Yeah, just another late night, watching the street lights flicker. You know how it is. Yeah, 2 a.m. rhythm and the world is fast asleep. But I'm still here, got some secrets that I keep. Across the narrow alley where the ivy starts to climb, there's a yellow glow in the window, frozen out of time. You're sitting by the desk, hair tied in a messy bun, proudly studying hard until the rising of the sun. I got my lo-fi beats playing low on the speaker. The coffee's getting cold and my heartbeat's getting weaker. Every time you look up and catch me staring through the glass, I quickly turn away, watching all the shadows pass. But you just smile a little like you know exactly what I'm thinking, while the stars above the city are slowly, slowly blinking. Oh, the girl next door, she's a melody I can't play. 1,000 miles apart, but only 50 feet away. She's the rhythm in my soul, the silence in the street, the only reason that my heart skips a tiny little beat. Yeah, yeah, just the girl next door, living in her own world. Oh, the prettiest story that I've ever seen unfurl. Yeah. I see you in the morning when the fog is on the ground, with your oversized sweater and your headphones making no sound, walking to the station with the book held to your chest. I wonder what you're reading, if you ever get some rest. Maybe it's some poetry or a tale of ancient kings. I'm just the guy next door, wondering what the future brings. We exchanged a hello once near the old wooden gate. My heart hit the ceiling, yeah, I couldn't even think straight. Your voice sounded like a cello, deep and smooth and gold. Oh, oh, the story any second, the best I've ever been told. Sometimes I write these lines and I wonder if you'd care, if you knew that every song I make is hanging in the air. Waiting for you to catch it, waiting for you to see that the boy across the alley is more than he seems to be. Rain starts to drum on the tin roof above. It's a lo-fi kind of night, a lo-fi kind of love. I'm sketching out your profile in the margins of my mind. A girl like you is a treasure that I never thought I'd find. You turned off your light now, the window's gone dark, leaving me here in the shadows waiting for a spark. But I'll be here tomorrow with a new beat to play, wishing I had the courage to ask you about your day. Oh, the girl next door, she's a melody I can't play. 1,000 miles apart, but only 50 feet away. She's the rhythm in my soul, the silence in the street, the only reason that my heart skips a tiny little beat. Yeah, yeah, just the girl next door, living in her own world. The prettiest story that I've ever seen unfurl. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Sweet dreams, neighbor. Yeah. Midnight in the concrete cage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Midnight in the concrete cage. Midnight in the concrete cage.
Yeah. Neon lights bleed into the pavement, reflecting the haze of a midnight pavement. The city never sleeps, but tonight is crying. Raindrops fall while the sirens are flying. People rush by under umbrellas of black, trying to hide from the storm on their track. I'm sitting by the window with a cup of cold brew, staring through the glass, looking straight at you.
Though you're not here, the ghost of your smile stays in the small room for a little while. Crowded streets below, a symphony of sounds, where the rhythm of the rain knows no bounds. The traffic crawls, a river of red tail lights, cutting through the gloom of these concrete heights. I wrap my hoodie tight, feeling the midnight chill. The world is moving fast, but this moment stands still. But midnight in the city, the rain is pouring down. We're just ghosts in this crowded Russian town. Lo-fi beats and the ticking of the clock, trapped in the cage where the shadows walk.
Let the storm wash away all the pain and the doubt,
While I trace the water droplets looking out.
yeah. Let the thunder roll and the lightning flash.
We're just riding out the storm in this midnight crash.
Another cigarette burns to the filter tip, watching the raindrops on the windowsill slip. Crowded apartments, a million different lives, but in this little corner only memory survives. The sirens fade out, replaced by the wind. Where do I start and where do I end? I put on the record a dusty old tune, hanging by a thread in the pale silver moon.
People are strangers yet we share the same sky, watching the storm clouds gather up high. It's a tight squeeze, this concrete cage. Every single day is just another turn page. The subway rumbles underneath the floorboards, adding to the chaos that the night affords. But tonight the storm gives us a moment to breathe, a brief interruption from the life we perceive. The thunder claps, a sudden loud beat. It's the heart of the city, right at our feet. Midnight in the city, the rain is pouring down. We're just ghosts in this crowded Russian town. Lo-fi beats and the ticking of the clock, trapped in the cage where the shadows walk.
Let the storm wash away all the pain and the doubt,
While I trace the water droplets looking out.
yeah. Let the thunder roll and the lightning flash.
We're just riding out the storm in this midnight crash.
Listen to the rain hit the metal sheets. This is the soundtrack of the empty crowded streets. We live shoulder to shoulder but we're miles apart, tapping on the glass with a heavy tired heart. The neon glows purple, reflecting off the pools, while the city makes its own unspoken rules. Look at the skyline, glowing so faint, like an old memory that I'm trying to paint. It's crowded and loud, but in this quiet zone, even in the millions I'm perfectly alone. The bass drum thumps a slow deep kick, reminding me that the night's gonna stick. So
Roll up the collar, keep the wind at bay. We're waiting for the sun to wash the gray away.
and when the morning comes,
Then the rain finally stops,
when the sun breaks through,
and the last droplet drops
the city will return.
to its frantic daily pace.
But for now it's just you and me in this space.
The rhythm of the night keeps the demons in check, with the cup of black coffee and a broken deck. Just let it drift away
Into the colors of a stormy lo-fi gray.
Rain keeps falling,
Neon lights are calling,
city never stops.
watch the water drop.
Yeah, just breathe,
Yeah,
let it all leave.
yeah.
Lo-fi vibes in the midnight rain.
Washing away the pain.
Midnight in the concrete cage. Midnight.
Morning hum. Yeah. Let the filter catch the bitterness. The kettle starts to whistle like a lo-fi flute, waking up the senses that the city tried to mute. Grind the beans down to a powder fine and dark, waiting for the spirit just to find a little spark. The steam rises up in a ghostly sort of curl, a temporary curtain from the madness of the world. Mugging my palms, feeling warm through the glaze, trying to navigate the early morning haze. The radio is tuned to a frequency of blue, catching fragments of a melody that feels brand new. I'm not ready for the race, I'm not ready for the grind, just looking for a melody to satisfy the mind.
Steam and static, the morning's first grace, finding a rhythm at a human kind of pace. The bitter and the sweet, the shadow and the sun, everything is starting before anything's begun. Hold the heat close, let the static play low. Nowhere to hurry and a long way to go.
Black ink swirling in the ceramic white sea, a map of the person that I'm trying to be. One sip for the courage, two sips for the calm, cooling down the fever in the center of my palm. It's the little things that keep the gravity in place, like the steam rising up to kiss the tide of my face. The world is waking up with a heavy iron sound, but I'm still floating 2 inches off the ground. Between the first drop and the bottom of the cup, I'm gathering the pieces just to build the spirit up. Let it brew, don't rush the flavor.
Steam and static.
Yeah, perfect. leave it all at the mat. Just breathe in the wood and the wall. Yeah. The city screams in a language of steel, but here the silence is the only thing real. Hang up the jacket, let the shoulders drop down. I'm miles away from the heart of the town. Even though the window shows the traffic below, inside this room, we're moving nice and slow. Yeah, dust motes dancing in a single beam of light, setting the stage for the coming of the night. Bookshelves leaning like they're tired of the shelf. A little corner just to find a piece of self. No more deadlines, no more ticking on the clock. Just the steady rhythm of the heart when it unlocks.
Welcome to the sanctuary, welcome to the nook. Turn the page slowly on a half-read book. The world is a fire, but the embers are soft, lifting all the heavy thoughts and carrying them aloft. Stay a little while, let the static fade to black. Once you find the center, there's no turning back.
Coffee rings on a coaster made of cork, far away from the hustle and the talk of the work. I've been running on empty, burning out the fuse. Now I'm looking for the parts I didn't want to lose. It's a small kingdom built of velvet and tea, a little patch of land where I can finally just be.
The walls aren't closing and they're holding me tight, shielding the vision from the neon of the night. Every shadow here is a friend I used to know, in the quiet garden where the slow seeds grow.
Just stay right here. No pressure, no noise, just the dust and the light. Yeah. The sky turned heavy, a shade of charcoal gray. We watch the summer colors simply fade away. You're sitting by the glass, tracing droplets with your hand, the quiet kind of magic that we both understand. I'm leaning in the corner, steam rising from my cup. Every time I look at you, I never want to look up. The world outside is blurring, a watercolor mess, but inside this small room, we find our own caress. The rhythm of the roof, a percussion for the soul in this messy life. You're the part that makes me whole, just you, just me, and the clouds hanging low. We got nowhere to be and we got nowhere to go. Underneath the rhythm of the falling rain, washing out the worry, washing out the pain. It's me and you, and the silver in the sky. Watching all the lonely hours drifting slowly by. Lo-fi, heartbeat static in the air. I find my sanctuary just because you're there. Yeah, just because you're there. The clock on the wall is ticking kinda slow. The city lights below us have a hazy amber glow. I put a record on, let the needle find a groove. In this frozen moment, neither one of us wants to move. You whisper something low, a secret for the mist, a memory of a time, a memory of a kiss. The window starts to fog, I write your name in the dew. A simple little circle connecting me to you. The coffee's getting cold, but the vibe is getting warm. We're safe inside the center of this melancholy storm. No phones, no noise, just the static and the beat. The sound of heavy water hitting pavement on the street. I remember how we met, when the clouds were just as dark, running for some shelter through the middle of the park. Now the rain doesn't feel like a reason to hide, it feels like a reason to keep you inside. Keep you close, keep it real, keep the lo-fi spinning. With you in my arms, I feel like I'm winning. Every drop is a note, every splash is a rhyme. We're building a kingdom in the ripples of time.
Underneath the rhythm of the falling rain, washing out the worry, washing because you're there.
Me, you, and the rain.
Just the